Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is a Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is the newly buffed Razy Custom. Razy Custom is a 600 general. I believe I'm in the level 1, and it is pretty good. I always liked it. I always liked the design, honestly, and the fact that it has, a zillion weapons worked in its favor, but they were not necessarily as strong as they could have been. They've all been improved. Like, I believe every single weapon on the thing, except for the beam saber, has gotten a tweak in this new patch. And it's gotten some other stat boosts that mostly affect the upper levels, which this is probably level 1 if I remember properly. But yeah, the big thing is that its beam AK-47 now fires much faster. I think the individual shots are the same speed as always, but the cooldown between bursts is shorter. So yeah, you can put a lot of beams into something very quickly. It is definitely more like a beam machine gun now. I believe it's one of the ones that I don't remember if it predated some of the things that had the really good and finally mostly accurate beam machine guns or not. But either way, yeah, it's machine gunnier than it was before. It's definitely a pretty good weapon now. Yeah, just right now, just trying to keep to mid range and just throwing shots out whenever possible. And yeah, that we absolutely just cornered that person. So that was definitely a pretty quick kill. And yeah, the Razy also custom, in case you didn't know, also does transform. Its back weapon system is built in, so it can transform at will, as opposed to the original Razy, which just does not, the back weapon system for that does not functionally exist in the game. It would be neat to have a version of the Razy that just came in using the Wave Rider mode and ejected the back weapon system once it ran out of boost, like an alternate way to spawn in. But it also honestly does not need that. It is still a really formidable heavy attack melee raid. So yeah, let's we can save the tricks for the Razy Custom, which is a general with no heavy attack, and so yeah, it's just designed to overwhelm things with weaponry mostly. Let's see, that is a standard Hyakushiki or a Hyakushiki Custom? I don't even remember. It's hard to tell when you can't see the side of its head. I think it might be Hyakushiki Kai, but or possibly the mass production Hyakushiki Kai, or the ground. Well, it's not the ground type, probably. Whatever it is. Okay, yeah, it's one of those because it's got the shoulder laser. Again, at this point there's just so many Hyakushiki variants that are all very subtly different to a certain degree that it's hard for me to keep them apart at all. Just the upside and downside of GBO2 is there are so many variants of so many mobile suits, which again I really do like, but it's gotten to the point where I just don't have brain space to keep all of them, and the newer ones are just kind of bouncing off, which kind of a problem I feel like. But if I get used enough to seeing them, probably I will have an easier time of that. Just old brain things. I am now 3 weeks away from being 45, so yeah. Let's see, 3.5 minutes to go. We are definitely winning this, and I haven't gotten a chance to use the Wave Rider mode at all. It has a couple of weapons that the mobile suit mode does not. It has the shoulder cannons, which are mounted on hinges and should be perfectly usable in this mode, but that's just just GBO2 things. Sometimes they leave out weapons. They usually get back to them eventually. They don't always, and that's one of them. It also has a forget which hyper megaparticle cannon type it is in the nose of the Wave Rider, which has a relatively fast charge speed and pretty good damage. Let's see. Yeah, but about 3 minutes left. Yeah, there's something I can put some beams into and keep retreating. Let's see, that's a Zeku 1 Type 1. That is the heavy attack raid of that trio, and it is scary strong if it can manage to hit you with all of those. Psycho Zaku flipped out of my first melee swing, tackled into my second one, and I have exploded. So, which is pretty much what happens when you're that low on health and get, okay, it's the Hyakushiki Kai mass production type. Well, now I know. Yeah, like I said, there's just, what is there? There's the Hyakushiki, there's the Hyakushiki Kai, the Hyakushiki Kai mass production type, the Hyakushiki Kai ground type, and the full armor Hyakushiki Kai. All of which are kind of similar in profile. The basic Hyakushiki is the easiest one to keep apart from those. Everything else is just some variant on Xenomorph with big shoulder pads. And that is a difficult place to be. But, okay, yeah, minute and a half left. We've still got a lead. The enemy team is rallying pretty well here, though. And, okay, yeah, Gerbera Tetra is what tagged me. I am just going to wait for a second, because that person will expend their iframes. They were not able to expend them in a way that stunned me, though, so I was able to use a quick burst from the beam machine gun and finish them off. Somebody else got to the Gerbera before I did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the Tetra and not the... it could have been a Tetra-colored high-mobility Camphor. I'm not sure. But yeah. Let's see, 50 seconds left. We've almost got it here. We're all alive. We're pretty well grouped. I'm sure the enemy team will be spawning back in and trying to get... trying to get one last push here, but it's going to be really, really hard to manage that in such a way as to, get half again their score or ours in 20 seconds. So, and also we were able to just focus them down one at a time as they came in. So, yeah, that's sometime. Oh, yep, that's that Zeku 1. That was that heavy attack hitting me, and I am very dead. So yeah, they're making a little bit of a comeback, courtesy of me exploding again. But yeah, it's, like I said, Razy Custom feels good. It does a lot of fun things, and I think I did fairly well in this round. We'll see in a second. Yeah, looks good too. Well, I got top diversions, which, yeah, okay. And 6 and 3 and 90,000 damage, and I think that's decent. So that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! Okay, so here is the full rundown of the changes to the Razy Custom. The level 1, which is what I was using, got its hit points increased to 18,500. Or from 18,500 to 19,500. Thank you, brain. Got special leg buffer level 2 up from level 1, so more damage reduction when you hit the legs. Level 2 got its special back add-on buffer increased to level 2. It also, level 2 and 3 also get forced injector level 2. And level 3 actually gets back add-on buffer kicked up to level 3. So, yeah, if you hit that big backpack, it's going to do less damage than hitting anything else. In terms of the weapons, the beam assault rifle got its cooldown time from between bursts shortened from 0.8 of a second to an even half a second. Well, actually, half a second is an odd number, but you get it. So it fires faster. Reload time was cut from 12 seconds to 10. Starting at level 2, it had its power increased from 630 per shot to 700. Again, I'm pretty sure I was using the level 1 here, so no, you wouldn't really see any difference here. The armed grenade launcher's reload was cut down by 1 second from 6 to 5. Starting at level 2, the power of the grenades went from 735 each to 800. And, similar increases for the level 3. The waist-mounted beam gun heat rate was reduced from 95% to 85%, so it's harder to overheat. And starting at level 2, the power went from 840 to 900, with similar increases to the level 3. The 3-tube missile launcher, it fires faster. The missiles fly faster. Reduced time from firing to impact is how they put that. And again, an increase of power starting at level 2, 630 to 700 per missile. In Wave Rider mode, it's, all the other various buffs still apply. The reload on the Mega Beam Cannon in the nose has been shortened from 30 seconds to 20 seconds. And starting at level 2, a power increase again from 2940 up to 3100. So, just basically everything, every weapon it has except for the Beam Saber and the Vulcans have been improved. So, the reason for that being that at 600 at level 1, on average, generals win about 50% of the time. Razy Custom won 46% of the time. 51 is the average for rival wins. 44 is what the Razy Custom had. MS losses were only up by 1/10, 3.2 on average instead of the general 3.1. Was doing 10,000 less damage, though. Damage dealt on average 75k. It was only doing 65, so nice to know I beat the average. Level 2 was having an even harder time. It had a 44.6% win rate, whereas the 650 general average is 49. 39.5% rival win rate, as opposed to 50.5, which is the average. Damage dealt 65k as opposed to 80, and 0.3 more losses. At level 3, it's the same 44.6% win rate, interestingly. Rival win was 30% at level 3, and 51 is the average for generals. 88,896 damage is the average damage for that cost. It was doing 61k, so definitely see why they, increased the stats more for the upper levels, because they were definitely struggling more. But regardless, it definitely needed the help all the way across the board, and I'm glad it got it.